Well, it looks like I repaired my Stanley unrepairable flashlight. This is like one of those spotlights. It's got like a high, a low, and a medium, and then it has an LED function. And they say once the battery goes, you throw it away, right? Well, it's not too difficult to freaking take apart, but just let me tell you, it's possible to do it. It's not that hard. Just need a little soldering iron, and I can see that it's charging up on amber, which means it's got a pretty good charge in there right now. It's not going from the red. The battery was crapping out, and it was like constantly going on the red. It took like 12 hours to charge. Usually it would only take about 30 minutes. And I put a much stronger battery in it. And if you do this stuff, it's not that hard. There's like some screws to take off. You just unscrew this. Then there's a bunch of screws that take off the two halves. And then there's two screws right here, and you just slip this part out of the way, which is the bulb. And there's 4 screws that hold some electronics in. The battery's underneath it. It's all taped up, and you carefully pry off the soldered connections. You make sure you put the red wire on, and there's another wire to the red wire onto the positive side. That's how I blew the other one. I actually swapped it around. I wasn't sure if I had it right, and I wound up screwing up the other one. But otherwise, you buy a new one of these, and they're like 30 bucks, right? I'm like saying, what the hell? So I put this battery, the yellow battery, in it. It's a lot stronger than the original battery that came with it. The same 4.2 lithium battery. Same thing. I put a much stronger battery in it. So you turn it on. You got a high beam, medium, low, and there's LED. And the charging function's working. Took me about 30 minutes, and I figure I'll be able to use this light forever, man. It's a rechargeable flashlight, and it's not a disposable anymore. You know, they can easily freaking make this where there's a little compartment that you can change this battery, but they don't do it. They make it so you got to throw the whole light away. You don't really have to. You don't have to. Like I repeat that, this unscrews, this comes off, right? The front. There's just these screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just be careful. I put everything in a box, you know, when I do this type of stuff. Pull this half off. There's 2 screws that release the headlight bulb. You don't have to take them all the way out. They just so they slide. And then there's 4 screws that hold some electronics in, like it's just like so you can lift it up. And the battery's under there. The battery is all taped up. You got to take a knife, carefully cut the tape away, carefully pry the wires away with the soldered ends, and then solder some new ends on it. And then I use like some heavy ass monster tape. I call it gorilla tape sometimes. And I just taped it up after it was all soldered. So it's, in other words, they have it like taped like that because if you drop this light, they're afraid maybe if you break the solder, the light will stop functioning. So I did the same thing. I wrapped the tape around long ways, the battery long ways, and after it was all soldered, and I just twice with gorilla tape. It's probably better than the stuff they got. So. And I figure this light lasted me about a year or so. If I could just change a battery. Now it's great because I always grab this thing all the time because I could keep it plugged in, charged up. It's very, very strong. And if I want to go to LED mode, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's LED mode, that lasts hours. That lasts hours. Sometimes if I'm working on my car, I just want to leave this on there for like a drop light. It's great. But now you can see it's got a pretty good charge and it doesn't go to red. Before, when this was on, this would immediately doesn't even. This is stronger than the original battery. The original battery would already be on red, even when it was brand new. This is even much stronger than the original battery. So, and you know how much these batteries cost me? This would cost $1.11 delivered. $1.11. So instead of buying a new light, I actually made it stronger than the original one. And instead of paying another 30 bucks, actually I fixed it probably about as much time it would take me to go to Walmart, buy the damn thing, go through the checkout and all this other crap. I had it fixed. for $1.11. Better than new.